Hey, it's Make It Make Sense, Mary. I am here in San Antonio, Texas with Dane Black. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing well. So I know that you just got here, last night?
Yeah.
Okay.
My buddy's playing a playing a show in town tonight, so I'm
Okay.
gonna pop over there and show some love and see what the scene's like down here in San Antonio.
Awesome. So yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. So what brings you to San Antonio? But your friend has a show, so that's what's up. Where are they going to be at? What's their name?
His name's R Dubs. I'm not sure what the venue's called, but he's performing with P Killa, who's also out of Austin, I believe.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
So are you originally from Austin?
No, I've been out here about a year. I moved out here from San Diego, actually.
Oh, nice.
Born and raised in Colorado.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm digging Texas so far.
Yeah, so
Cool.
you've been all over the place.
Yeah.
So compared to San Diego and Colorado, I know you said you're digging Texas, but is it like a comparison or like, tell me a little bit about the three?
Yeah, for sure. I think there's definitely similar people that kind of migrate to those areas. So it's kind of funny that I've found myself in those locations. But it's really nice out here. Everyone's really nice out here.
Sure.
A lot of good creative energy. I think I was kind of missing in both San Diego and Colorado. So it's been nice to just be surrounded by creatives all the time and making music all the time.
Yeah, I agree. So I am definitely into music too. I would love to do music, but I'm terrified. But we're not going to talk about that. But that's why I like to talk to artists, nationwide, really, because everybody's kind of different. Everybody's creative process is kind of different, and I feel the same. Like San Antonio is like a really creative city, and it just feels good to be here. You know. So, what's your creative process look like when you're doing music?
Creative process, I've been fiddling around with more on the production side, but I would say typically, I either have a friend send me beats or something like that, and just writing all the time. I write every day.
Nice.
I like to block off, some time every day to just get the pen game strong always.
Yeah.
Keep that up. And then, it's kind of evolved throughout the years, I would say. It used to be, write and then record it right away. Now I like to sit on them a little while after I write them. And by the time that, I get into, the studio to record them, I already know them by heart. So I feel like the lyrics mean a lot more when I don't have to read them off a page.
For sure.
Because I've gone over it in my mind 1,000 times already. So it's like, I'm feeling it again.
Yeah.
And I'm speaking it like that instead of reading words off of the page.
For sure. That makes totally good sense. So when you say put the pen and paper to work, do you literally mean pen and paper or you and your phone?
I write on my laptop actually. Okay. Yeah. And it's interesting to see how different people structure their stanzas and stuff. I write every 2 bars I hit enter and then go down the row, so it's this instead of long form. So some people when they're in the studio with me, they're how are you writing like that? But I don't know, it makes sense to my brain.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. Make it make sense. Look, and he did exactly. So yeah, that's what's up. That's good stuff. Good stuff. So as far as you performing, have you ever done any? Actually, let me answer this question because I saw you on stage and I don't know where you were, but it was you. It looked like you had a bunch of your homies with you, and y'all's energy was insane. So I loved that. I thought that was really good. So how does it make you feel when you're performing, and how many times have you performed?
I performed a lot. I've been trying to get on around the Austin area a good amount. Trying to get some shows up in Dallas and trying to migrate down to Houston, San Antonio and stuff. Definitely trying to get my reps up on the live shows. But I'm glad that you noticed the energy. That's one controllable I feel like in a live environment that I can always bring. Is energy. So I'm always, that's a controllable that I can handle. But it's been fun. Got to play a couple shows during South by Southwest, which
nice.
is a huge goal of mine for years. So it's exciting to set new goals after hitting those. And it's been fun. It's been a fun journey.
Yeah, that's awesome. So this was actually my first year and first time hearing about South by Southwest. So we went down there too, and it was just a bunch of talent, a bunch of good energy, just a bunch of people. I know shit kind of hit the fan towards the end. I believe I saw like on the news some shit went down, but
Oh
besides
yeah,
that, it was good stuff.
I guess I'm lucky I missed out on that.
Yeah, I missed it too. I just heard about it, so I guess we're both lucky that we missed out on that. So, as far as your music is concerned, I checked out a little bit of your stuff. So I checked out Blue, I checked out Fuck Forever, and I checked out Roses.
Okay.
And I really like the beat to Fuck Forever. Like, I liked the song. Well, I just listened to a little clip, honestly, but the beat itself was totally my speed. Like, it was real chill, real, like, funky, like... So, is that, like, kind of your style, or, like, what kind of style?
I would say that was my style at the time.
Uh-huh.
I'm very much always trying to do, new stuff. So the next project that I'm dropping is called Vision Board.
Okay.
Full hip hop project.
Nice.
Not very chill, I would say. there's a couple songs on there. It's a 5-song like EP, but there's a couple songs on there that are more mellow, but a lot of bars, a lot of bass. But then the stuff that's coming after that is a little more melodic. I'm working with some really talented producers, or one in particular out of Colorado that's like a EDM producer. So we're working on some projects. So yeah, just got my hands in a lot of different stuff right now.
That's
Working on a cover project. So yeah.
That's good. Absolutely. That's exactly what you should be doing. One of your other songs, Blue, I thought was just interesting. Like, I kind of liked, I don't even know if that, like, blue, or however it went was, like, part of the beat, or if you did that.
No, that was my voice.
Oh, that was your voice? Oh, that was sweet. I was like, is this a sample? Like, this is sweet as shit. That's what's up. So that was really good, too. That's awesome. So we're here at the park. This is a beautiful little mosaic situation behind us. There's all these trees and all this just beautiful stuff, which I'm going to show you a little bit of, just kind of in the clips or whatever. But with that being said, like, what's your favorite animal?
Ooh, my favorite animal is a jaguar.
A jaguar. Okay,
Yeah.
Nice. Why? You answered that like plow, like you already knew.
Yeah,
sure.
I've had this conversation a few times.
Okay.
Honestly, those videos where they like jump down, and I don't know if they're alligators or crocodiles, but it's pretty impressive. After I saw them like jump off the bank and then drag them up, I'm like, okay, you got my respect. You're the OG animal out here.
Hell yeah. So that's how I feel about otters. What do you know about otters?
I had lunch next to one in California one day. That was pretty cool.
I'm jealous.
Yeah.
That's awesome. They are vicious. Don't let them.
Are they?
What? Okay, get the cameras off. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, they're like literally. Check them out when you leave. Otters. You think a jaguar will fuck an alligator up? Watch an otter rip that bitch out the water, and then the whole gang comes and they like maul him, and it's like, yeah, they are one of the most vicious animals. Fun facts, just in case.
The more you know.
The more you know. So, what is your goal? Like, where do you see yourself in, let's just say 5 years, with the music, with just where you're currently at? What are you working towards?
Yeah, I mean, my short-term goal, I think, is to, be able to make a living off of music.
Yeah.
And not have to, have a 9 to 5 throughout the day. And then, long-term goal is just to get to do this the rest of my life, and work with amazing people. I think that's, I think it's changed over time. It used to be, I want a platinum record, I want this. No, I want to be in the same room with, great producers and great artists, and get to, create with them.
Yeah, for sure. So on that note, you've kind of thrown a few people out there, not necessarily by names, but just, like I said, the people on stage with you, the producers that you've met, the people that come to the studio with you, that are in the studio with you. So I feel that it's super important to have a good team and a good support group. Do you feel that you have that? And tell us about it.
Yeah, I feel like I'm building it up right now. Like I said, I've only been in Texas a year. I moved out here not knowing anybody.
Yeah.
So I'm very selective about the people I spend time with. I'm not, those are what is the quote of, you are who you spend time with. So I'm very selective about, the people that I choose to work with and just hang out with. But yeah, slowly building that team together, I think. There's a few pieces I think that need to come together within the next year, but it should it should be a solid unit going into like 2023.
Awesome. And that's some good advice. So like you said, you are who you hang with, and yeah, you have to kind of be selective. And this process is kind of a trial and error type of thing. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? And sometimes you have to weed people out. Sometimes people come in, whatever the case may be. But that's how you really build like a strong foundation. You know, that's how I feel anyway. So sounds like you got a good head on your shoulders. So if you could perform or go anywhere in the world, like money was not a thing, nothing was an issue. Literally, you could do whatever you wanted to do. Where would you go, and why?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
And you can throw a couple
There's
places
so
out
many.
there.
Yeah, there's so many places I want to play at. Like Red Rocks comes to mind just because that's Colorado. That would be amazing. I think Madison Square Garden is another one that would probably be up there for me.
That'd be insane.
Yeah, that would be a really big moment.
So leave the country. Like where are we going outside of the country?
Outside the country,
yeah.
I would love to go on like a Europe tour.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm honestly down for anywhere. Any booking agents out there, hit me up. I'm down to play wherever.
If you need some media, you can come as a unit.
If you're out there in Shibuya, hit your boy up.
Yeah. That's hilarious. So, as far as instruments, do you play instruments?
I don't. I fiddle around on the piano. Like I said, I'm like trying my hand back at making beats and being more involved on the production side.
Yeah.
As of late, of kind of been delving back into those waters
Okay.
a bit.
So making beats. When you make beats, what do you use to make beats? Do you have like a MPC?
I got a little Alesis 49 key with a beat pad.
Oh, yeah.
And I got a little electric guitar in the studio that my friends like to fuck around on.
Yeah.
And yeah, we can cook up a lot with that piano. It's been pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. And it's like don't downplay the piano either,
No,
because
no,
it's
no,
like
no.
that can definitely do.
Yeah, I
a lot.
played the piano growing up a little bit, so I have a little bit of familiarity with chords, but I play completely by ear, so it's a little bit of a, like you said, trial and error process.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't think that note needs to be in there, but
Yeah.
Fiddling around until something sounds good.
But that's the beauty of music, and like I'll mess around with some instruments here and there. Like I used to play the violin back in the day. I don't even think that counts anymore. Whatever. But I've always been interested in playing, just never really took the time to do it. But I will say that if I was to sit down and take that time, I'd be doing the same thing. And that's the beauty of it. Like when you're a person that likes music and really feels the music, you can just kind of sit there and take your time and find your keys, find your chords and stuff, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's what's up. So, Make It Make Sense, Mary, I always talk about mental health, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when I say mental health, sometimes everybody's like, oh God, like, what is she going to say? I don't want to talk about this. And it's not even that type of party. Like, I feel that we are all individuals, right? But we're all connected in one way, shape, or form. And we can all relate to each other in one way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
So, if you had a message, or give us a message, rather, just kind of like an inspirational tip. Like, if you're feeling down, or maybe you're just not having the best day, or whatever the case may be, like, how do you get through that when shit gets tough? Like, what's your process?
Write it out.
Yes.
I think the power of journaling is something that is really overlooked. In today's society, we take notes in meetings that we're in, and lectures that we're in, but we don't ever take notes about our life and what's going on within our life, and checking in with ourselves first. Because you are your most important person in your life. You might have significant others, or parents and family that mean a lot to you, but like, if you're not there, then you can't be there for them. So be there for yourself and show up for yourself every day. Show up to that journal every day and let it out, vent it out. There's a bunch of different types of journaling that you can get into, and I think it's a great way to meditate.
Yeah.
And also yoga is great for your mental health as well. I found yoga actually through journaling. I was doing this great program. Here's a free plug for you, Artist's Way. Okay. If you're not aware, it's a 12-week program for artists. And it's kind of like a boot camp for creativity. And if you're in a creative rut, or if you're just struggling with anything else in your life, I can't recommend Artist's Way enough. It's changed my life.
That's awesome.
Completely. So yeah.
Artist
very
Way.
thankful. Yeah.
Awesome. I've never heard about that. And but I'm gonna check it out for sure. But you just hit like all the points, like everything that I've been doing and telling myself this week, like you just literally nailed it. And the universe is a beautiful thing. Therefore, I feel like the universe has brought us together today,
Yeah,
and I think that
absolutely.
that is awesome. And a little secret, so I was running a little late, and you know why I was running a little late? Because I had to get my yoga in.
Oh, your yoga. Okay. Okay.
Super serious. Nice. I did a short one, but I was like, I've got to do this before I go. Just kind of get my mind right, a little meditation, you know, whatever. So I can dig it. That is beautiful. But yeah, tell us about anything you have up and coming and where we can find you. Plug. Where you at? We want to see more of you.
Got a new project called Vision Board. It is 5 songs long. It should be out sometime in June. I just got one master that's messing with me right now, so we gotta tweak some levels in there, and it'll be out very soon. You can find me on all social media platforms. It's Dane Black. My Instagram is Dane Black, DAYNE_. I think that's the same on Twitter. Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, all that good stuff. A lot of cool stuff coming out. I'm not at liberty to talk about a lot of it yet, but a lot of good stuff coming out this summer, so stay tuned for sure.
Awesome. Well, we are definitely going to check you out, and I feel like it is going to be worth the suspense, even though he can't talk about it right now. So that is awesome. But I have really enjoyed this interview. I hope you have as well.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time coming out in this beautiful weather today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem.
Appreciate it.
So before we go, this is a thing that I do, so I don't want you to question it.
Okay.
I just want you to look right in the camera and repeat after me. Hit me with your best meow, 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 meow.
Meow, 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 meow.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The best so far. Dane Black, check him out, and we are out. Peace from y'all. Sweet.